the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Tony Pollard. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Jags and the Colts, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Here we go, set.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 22 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
On second down, it's Pollard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Lance. And finding the tight end Hooper.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he finds Tyler Croft.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top.
So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Throwing now is Lance.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they're led out by the fourth-year man out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, he's got Myers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And the Colts at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the 29, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Lance looking to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Being chased out left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker at the bottom of your screen for other updates around the NFL here in Week 6. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Elliott saw the fewest carries of his career in 2021, but that didn't stop him from still going across 1,000 yards for the 4th time and finishing top 10 in the league in both yards and touchdowns. Another productive season from one of the league's best backs.
On 1st and 10, Jones.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by Myers.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for.
But now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
third down there, but he cannot connect. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Lance now on first down.
Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And the grab by Croft. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a play fake. Lance.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Lance going to throw.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance
buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Jones now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Open man is Myers. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now it's Mitchell.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mercedes Lewis. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Lance now on first down.
They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Daniel Jones and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Jones.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
His throw incomplete.
These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones.
That's caught again by Schultz.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, he finds his man, complete. It's Myers. And the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Christian Kirk from 8 yards out. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 9, Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Jones, off play action, and able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Jones now on 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Pringle. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Back to throw again. And that's Elliott, complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing, Jones.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Jones. That one complete to Elliott.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Elijah Mitchell, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Final minute now of the third quarter.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From just shy of midfield, Jones, he finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, open man is Kirk, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
And Lance now to throw.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance rolling to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Holding offense.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Throwing now is Lance. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All start.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time here. Lance
airing one out for Boyd. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the counter, Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now Jones on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Schultz.
And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference, see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Jones going to throw on third and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Throwing again on second down.
Lance. That's caught one more time by Boyd.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now Lance again.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
And this is going to be incomplete. Trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league. It's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play? those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Scott with it again on second.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Colts, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4 and 2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1 and 5 now. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.